Good evening, and welcome to Justeventonline News at 9. I'm in fact is Matthew, and with me is
Moro.
the news headlines. Tinubu backs Lifetime African Achievement Award in Ghana.
Federal government endorses Summit Security Summit.
Kwara Change holds 2025 Summit as stakeholders demand power shift. Constitutional reform.
Alake helps on global collaboration for sustainable energy transition.
Moro APC stakeholders Reaffirm unity, resolve internal differences.
Ribadu says anti-corruption efforts should shift to prevention.
NPA denies corruption allegations, defends procurement process.
ASUU elects new national president.
President Bola Tinubu has bagged Lifetime African Achievement Award from the Millennium Excellence Foundation based in Ghana. President Tinubu, while receiving the award, commended the patron of the foundation for the invitation extended to him and the success of the events put together by the foundation. The president, represented by Minister of State for Foreign Affairs, Ambassador Bianca Obilegu Ojukwu, received the award as special guest of honor during the 25th anniversary of the Millennium Excellence Prize in Kumasi, Ghana.
The Minister of Defense, Abubakar Badari, on Sunday reversed his earlier stance and pledged full support for the National Security Summit being organized by the National Assembly. Describing the proposed summit as a timely initiative to tackle Nigeria's growing security concerns, Badari expressed his commitment to participate in the two-day event and ensure its outcome translates into concrete actions. He acknowledged the importance of dialogue and inclusive policy making, stressing that the real impact lied in turning discussions into strategic reforms.
The 2025 edition of Kwara Change Political Summit was held on Saturday at JEO in Ilorin, bringing together key political figures, scholars and activists to deliberate on the state's political future and push for reform, inclusiveness and regional equity ahead of the 2027 general elections. The state coordinator, Comrade Sakor Jibri, described the summit as a critical platform for honest conversations on governance, development, and the need for collective action to secure Kwara's future. He reiterated the group's commitment to democratic ideals and inclusive leadership. The keynote speaker, Professor Abubakar Imam Alake, called for urgent constitutional reform. He advocated for a constitutional review to ensure rotation of governorship among senatorial districts in Kwara.
Solution or recommendation is that I want to suggest a constitutional amendment that will allow each senatorial district to have a taste of the gubernatorial seat for every as we have the mandatory 2 terms for the executive governor of a state, that you can only rule for 2 terms. Let equally be added that each senatorial district in the country, I'm not only saying Kwara State, because this agitation is everywhere. So this is my recommendation, this is my conclusion.
While speaking, Dr. Sanusi Lafiaji pointed out the lopsidedness in Kwara's political leadership. He noted that while Kwara Central and Kwara South have both produced governors since 1999, Kwara North is yet to be given the opportunity.
To Kwara North, and the reason is that when you look at the current political dispensation between 1999 and this current administration, Kwara North is yet to produce a single governor, whereas Kwara Central has produced 3 governors and Kwara South has produced 1. And it is not just about sentiment, it's about the fact that when you look at Kwara State today, the level of development in Kwara North is almost nothing to write home about. When you look at the 3 key areas of road network, of electricity supply, and of water, this is almost non-existent in Kwara North. Add to that the fact that currently Kwara North is going through a serious insecurity problem of relocation of elements of bandits from Zamfara, Sokoto, and Niger State to some parts of Kwara North. So our advocacy is not born out of sentiment, it is born out of the desire for justice, for equity and fairness, so that this part of the state can also taste some level of development if we produce the next governor. We are not saying the next governor is going to build an El Dorado, he's not going to turn Kwara North into a paradise, but that he is going to bring some development to his own constituency and ensure that at least we match up with other parts of Kwara State.
While speaking, former Minister of Youth Development, Dr. Jamila Bio Ibrahim, echoed similar sentiments, labeling Kwara North as the most disadvantaged region in Kwara. She expressed hope that Kwara North Change platform will be used to amplify the call for power shift to the north.
Group that is pushing for inclusive governance across Kwara State, and of course they always have this flair for trying to do things differently and to cause positive shifts in systems. And we remember clearly the impact the group had in 2019 general elections. Yes, it's a commendable event. It has brought together stakeholders from across the state, and especially young people and young women as well, but young people and women.
The Minister of Solid Minerals Development, Bele Alake, has renewed his call for global cooperation, urging world leaders and key industry players to strengthen partnerships in advancing a sustainable energy transition. Speaking at the ongoing Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development Forum in Paris, France, he emphasized that the trajectory of electricity generation, clean transportation, and large-time global prosperity will be shaped by the discussions and commitments made today. Alake, in a statement signed by Special Assistant on Media, Segun Tomori, on Sunday, also underscored the importance of global partnerships in building a resilient and sustainable mining sector.
Stakeholders of the All Progressives Congress in non-local government area of Kwara State have declared that there is no division within the party. Following a widely attended reconciliation meeting aimed at restoring unity and strengthening party structures at the grassroots. The stakeholders meeting held on Sunday at Moro Government Secondary School, Olori, brought together key party figures including member representing Malete, Ipaya Olo constituency, and Kwara State Assembly, Honorable Anshala Sami, former TIC chairman, Alake Abdul Salam Mashoud, councillors, ward leaders, other statements, and other party members. The gathering, described as successful and symbolic, focused on addressing internal differences among party leaders and affirming loyalty to the leadership of Governor Abdul Rahman Abdul Razak. Speaking at the event, the local government APC Secretary, Malam Sulaiman Dankano, emphasized that the party remains united and fully aligned with the governor's leadership. Dankano also dismissed rumors of factional leadership within the local chapter of the party, urging the public to ignore misinformation being circulated by detractors. In his address, Kwara Assembly member, Honorable Lawal Ayanshala, urged members to remain peaceful and dedicated to the party's progress, stressing the importance of unity ahead of the future political engagement.
A sì dárúkọ ẹnìkan ẹ̀rí pé nígbà tí Dáńkánù sọ̀rọ̀ àwọn ètò tó mẹ́nubà yìí ètò tó yẹ pé àìdúró níṣọ̀kan wá Moro táwọn kan ti ń tẹ̀ mọ́lẹ̀ ni àwọn kan sì ń tẹ̀ mọ́lẹ̀ yìí wọ́n fẹ́ ká gbọ́ra wa yé torí bí mọ́ọ̀tẹ bá ṣe gbọ́ra yín yé bí mọ́ọ̀tì táwọn ń jẹ yìí tí ò ní dọ́dọ̀ wọn mọ́ àwọn àkọ́sí ń bẹ Moro náà ti bí ìyá wa Moro náà ti bí bàbá wa a níbo míì tá a kílèmù so tí Moro bá bàjẹ́ ń bo làwa ń lọ ọmọ iye gbogbo wa.
Also speaking, the immediate past local government TIC chairman, Alhaji Abdulsalam Mashoud, called on party loyalists to be united for development of the local government and to support any member choosing for leadership positions. Other speakers at the meeting also praised reconciliation, urging all members to set aside grievances and recommit to the success of the APC in Moro and Kwara State at large.
The National Security Advisor to President Bola Tinubu, Malam Ribadu, has called for a paradigm shift in Nigeria's anti-corruption efforts from reactive crackdown to proactive prevention, stressing that only systematic and institutional change can defeat the deeply rooted menace. Ribadu made the call while delivering the night of a Sikiri Adetono annual professional lecture organized by Olabisi Onabanjo University, Ago Iwoye, Ogun State. Represented by the Director General of the Department of State Services, Mr. Oluwatosin Ajayi, Ribadu said corruption remains one of the most destructive threats to Nigeria's development and security. Represented by the Director General of the Department of State Services, Mr. Oluwatosin Ajayi, Ribadu says corruption remains one of the most destructive threats to Nigeria's development and security, weakening institutions, diverting critical resources, and eroding public trust.
The Nigeria Ports Authority has denied allegations of corruption, insisting that misapplication of budgetary provisions is impossible under its strict regulatory framework. NPA General Manager, Corporate and Secondary Communications, Ikechukwu Onyemekara, said this in a segment in Lagos. He stated that the authority's budget and spending undergo close monitoring by the Ministry of Maritime and Blue Economy, the Budget Office, and the National Assembly.
A professor of medicine and consultant psychiatrist, Chris Pirina, has been elected as the national president of the Academic Staff Union of Universities. Pirina, a former dean at Student Affairs of the University of Jos, Plateau State, emerged victorious at an election during the Union 23rd National Delegates Congress at the University of Benin in Benin City, Edo State.
And now the all on Justeventonline news at 9. Here's the recap of the story. Tinubu backs Lifetime African Achievement Award in Ghana.
Federal government endorses Senate Security Summit.
Kwara must change all 2025 political summit as stakeholders demand power shift, constitutional reform.
Alake helps and global collaboration for sustainable energy transition.
Moro APC stakeholders Reaffirm unity, resolve internal differences.
Ribadu says anti-corruption efforts should shift to prevention.
NPA denies corruption allegations, defends procurement process.
ASUU elects new national president. One of the key values of life is sincerity and integrity. Therefore, be plain and transparent in every of your dealings.
Thank you for watching Justeventonline News. For more news, visit www.justeventonline.com and to read more updates, follow us on our social media platforms with a tab at Justeventonline. I am Anifat Ismail, and with me,
I am Rashidat Muraino.
good night.